So, after returning to the mud-caked steam hammer, the party debated on whether to clean the vehicle before teleportation. Zerth took the lead, using his music to compel the vines and roots to release their grip, even coaxing the tank out of its shallow depression. Angus followed up with the fists of Skarg, earthbending away mud and debris until the machine stood ready. With preparations complete, Liska shattered the skull that Banzala gave you. Shadowy hands pulled you, the cart and the tank, beneath the soil. A breathless journey later, you emerged in a highland clearing, a shrine to Banzala, marked by obsidian obelisks and wild marigolds. As camp settled, Dejar reached out to Ida, your newfound ally, arranging her arrival to collect a gift from Vellum and, quite possibly, Liska. Angus, seeking purpose, descended underground in search of awe and guidance, offering a prayer for how to support his grieving friend in Vellum. He returned hours later, arms full of platinum, heart slightly lighter. Meanwhile, Dejar and Tukwani discussed the old gods, Yugthul, Azor Baloth, Bal Hadar, and this horror known as dream rot, a cognitive infection spread by awareness. While Vadmir's withering sleep seemed distinct, Dejar prepared to craft an incense of shared slumber, hoping to enter the girl's dream when the time is right. Elsewhere, Liska gathered flowers for Ida and hid them with care. Sayun carved an offering to her mother, praying beneath the stars to be shown the path forward. Her answer came on the wind. Petals that weren't marigolds. Pink petals. I've completely forgotten the name of them.
Cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom, that's it. And just before dawn, Etheria led Vellum to a high tree and shared a satyr rite, watching the sun before it rose. Using her enchanted mask, for the first time in days, Vellum stopped mourning and started hoping. He held a dream flower in his hand, a promise to help bring back Vadmir when the time came. But in the night, within a dream vision, Angus stood once more upon the ancestral bridge. At its edges, he forged a new rune, survival, and in doing so, awakened the legacy of Kisma Silvershade, a cutthroat turned protector, who lived not to be loved but to do what others wouldn't. She lived during the first years of the apocalyptic War of the Undying and joined the militias that would, years later, coalesce into the Gatekeepers. Her statue now stands, crossbows drawn, opposite her partner, Bardin Fulcrag, who followed her into death. Angus did not inherit their titles, only their burden and their memories. The bridge extended, and ahead, a new rune awaits. So, where did we leave off? Here we go. Angus. The bridge groans once more beneath your feet as another tremor rolls through the molten cavern. The survival rune fades behind you, its light cooling like embers after a forger's breath. The molten lake stirs. With a hiss of steam and a spray of golden sparks, a new chevron erupts from the molten iron, settling in place before you with the heavy finality of a cask dropped onto a tavern floor. The rune upon its plinth is different, curved, jubilant, etched in wide looping strokes. You recognise it not by its shape, but it's sensation. Joy. The brass reshapes itself again. Twin statues rise, radiant in the glow of the forge sea. One is a dwarf so large in presence it seems the bridge must widen to accommodate him. He leans casually against a barrel nearly his own size. The other hand raised high with a flagon, alight with a roaring orange flame. His beard is thick, braided into a loose knot that swings like a pendulum down his chest, and his grin is impossibly wide, his cheeks carved into laughing crescents. The sculptor has captured him mid-bellow, mouth agape in frozen mirth. A faint scorch mark is etched into the stone below the flaming flagon, as though the statue itself might erupt. And across from him, his companion statue rises, not smaller, but more still. A stout, grounded woman in brewer's robes, her arms folded, lips pursed in knowing amusement, and her gaze is fixed directly on him. The kind of look given by someone who loves a fool too much to stop him, but just enough to make sure he doesn't die of it. What do you do, Angus?
The laughing, boisterous oaf, and the very fed up woman, but not fed enough to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of like, aw. And he looks back, and then he looks back at the very first pair and his parents, and he just has the memories for the moment of something similar. Just rests his hand on this rune. Is it in another where I can't truly read it because it is now an older language?
It is a very old form of Dwarven dialect, but you can just barely make it out. Something akin to happiness, joy, mirth, merriment. Something along those lines.
Well. Janner.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually have something prepared for this, since you did one last time?
I do.
Oh, shit. Okay. 2 in a row, boys. Let's go. I was gonna be like, strike it, tell me more stories. And be like, I'm not ready.
Speed running your dream state.
Hell yeah, bro.
I mean,
he's never had the chance to do 2 before.
You have done 2 before. It was quite a long, long time ago. You did 2.
He hasn't had the chance to do 2 recently.
Mm-hmm.
A little surprised. He'll tentatively sort of reach out and touch this rune. Mirth. Joy. Perhaps even purpose. Well, just so. And just what was the story that made you laugh? And what is the story that made you stick around? Show me so I may make others laugh all the same. And with that, he'll raise his hammer up and strike the room.
With that strike, a bright blue-white flash overcomes your vision. You are Gragmir Firegut. Born beneath the banners of Farrenholm, during the Silver Kingdom's height, when the mountain winds were filled with song, and every hold echoed with the ring of gold and the clatter of mugs. You were not a warrior by calling, nor a priest, nor a noble son. You were a brewer. And by the fire in your belly, you were the best goddamned brewer the kingdom had ever seen. You weren't born with wealth or title, but your father was a cook, and your mother a copper sifter who always said, "Nothing's wrong, nothing's worth keeping if it can't be shared." So you shared. First with friends, then with strangers. You brewed for laughter, for feasts, for funerals, but most of all, you brewed to warm the spirit. And it was during the year of the red harvest, when wheat and fire pepper both grew fat and plentiful, that you stumbled on the batch that would make your name echo through the halls for centuries. Fire Belly Brew. A concoction equal parts courage and folly, so spicy it made kobolds sweat, so strong it made ogres blink, so smooth that it made even stubborn thunderbeards cry for another round. You tested it on the local militia first. 3 dwarves caught fire. 1 declared you a prophet, and that was enough. Over the next decade, you perfected it. Triple distilled in charred barrels, aged beside live flame, infused with powdered salamander pepper and a volatile touch of powdered brimstone for that signature kick. A single sip, and it felt like belching up a forge blast. And they loved it. You brewed 3 strengths: mild for celebrations, double for war councils, and triple for fools, champions, and the truly devout. But it was during the last of the ogre incursions, when the great brute Mogdug the Iron Tongue, self-declared war chief of the Broken Club tribe, stormed the western valleys near Yorthrost. His army of ogres and hobgoblins had already flattened 3 outposts. But rather than flee, you packed 3 barrels of triple strength, mounted them on a goat-pulled cart, and walked into Mogdug's camp, whistling. You told the warlord you'd come to surrender the dwarves' most valuable treasure. Not gold, not weapons, a challenge. You laid it plain. If I can outdrink you, you walk. If you win, I'll tell the lads to open the gates. You've my word, and that's stronger than mithril. And Mogdug, prideful, stupid, glorious Mogdug, laughed so hard he nearly swallowed his tusks. And he accepted. The drinking lasted 7 hours. Mogdug sang, wept, punched out 3 of his own lieutenants, and praised your ancestors for their divine peace. When he collapsed, his belly swelled like a bloated toad, and he died with a smile on his face. The ogres, having never seen a victory that didn't involve blood, stared dumbfounded, and then left. No orders, no war cries, just awe and nausea. You didn't even raise a hammer, just a mug. But even Dragmere Firegut wasn't born flaming from the start. You met Liza Flintbrew at a festival contest for seasonal harvest ales. She was shorter than you by half a head, and she beat your best summer blend with a floral nettle stout that tasted like smoky honey and heartbreak. And you hated her for a week, then courted her for a year, then married her forever. She was a serious one, the balance to your burn. While you crafted wild new recipes that could knock a Minotaur cross-eyed, she refined your methods, ensuring consistency, safety, and dignity, at least on paper. You lit your fires and she kept them from burning the house down. Together you raised not 2, not even 5, not even 10. You raised 15 children. 17 if you count the 2 you fostered from the War Orphans Lodge. You brewed your final batch on your 100th birthday, with your grandchildren gathered round the cask, and you told them, "Drink it slow, you've got time to get old." And then you passed the recipe to them, all of them. Etched in copper, sealed in flame, marked with the family rune, joy shared is legacy earned. You died 2 days later, in your sleep, snoring with a grin so wide they couldn't close your mouth for the stone cask. They say your body burned so hot during cremation that the chimney cracked from the heat. The glow of the joy rune warms the soles of your feet, Angus. You stand once more at the plinth. The statues tower, laughing and loving, eternal in their revelry. Dragmere's flagon, frozen mid-flare. Liza's smile is soft and knowing. They don't speak. They don't need to. Because somehow, impossibly, you can hear the faintest echo of laughter across the molten lake. And ahead, another platform begins to rise. You can feel the flickers of the vision beginning to fade. And as you look around, you look up. What are Angus's thoughts after seeing this vision of Dragmere's life?
Are the pedestals falling and sinking as they did before?
Well, you've had your vision here of Dragmere's life, and now the chevron ahead of you is now rising up, much like the previous one did.
I'm sorry. I thought the visions were fading as I was coming back to consciousness. No, I was just coming back to the plinth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
a dream within a dream, so to speak.
Oh,
but what are Angus's thoughts in this moment? As you can actually start to feel the broader vision, the broader dream beginning to fade.
He's lost in himself for a moment. How many fire belly brews have I had? Not knowing you were the one that made them. How many sweet, slightly bitter, and smoky schnapps? All the same. Perhaps the greatest joy isn't just the drink itself, but the joy you get from sharing it with someone else.
As that thought lingers on your mind, there's something that you do notice above the molten lake, where the heat meets haze. A phantom shimmer splits the cavern's vault. Not fire, not steam, something colder and darker. A crack, thin as a hairline in glass. And from that fracture you can see a crown. Not upon a brow, not resting in glory, but floating, turning slowly in the dark like a dying star adrift. The silver crown, once radiant with ancestral light, now tarnished. Not dulled with age, but eaten from within. Silver flaking like ash, black veins threading through its runes. Each gem at its peak pulses with this sickly, reddish hue, as though something breathes inside of it. And then, for an instant, you see movement. Beneath the silver, a twitch, a ripple, a presence. Something burrowing, wearing the crown like a shell. And then the crown, the metal collapses in on itself with this towering, creaking groan of corroded metal. A flash, a dark, sickly white flash, and then you awaken.
With an audible gasp throughout the sort of barrack-like communal bedchambers of the tower. He... Oh! As he turns to see, perhaps just the beginning of dawn starting to come. A cool, cold and clammy sort of sweat about his forehead. And then he rubs the length of his brow, the front, and then as if following a circlet, he trails around the side of his head before looking down to his hands. Some people don't want to share. Something wants to take. She may have been right. And with that, he's going to begin to scramble and get ready for the day.
Alright, as dawn comes to all of you, what would you like to do in the wee hours here?
Breakfast.
Breakfast! Okay.
I'd probably say breakfast, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
so...
I mean, I'm probably back from the treetop praying by now.
Mhm.
So everyone is where they should be.
Oh, not everybody.
Willem is back from his little date.
You wish.
Earth's probably just out in the fields right now. Just doing her own thing. At least a little bit. Sunrise.
All right.
Why would
Okay, so as the morning progresses, I would imagine Angus making breakfast for the entire crew here.
He is noticeably a little bit different this morning as he's making breakfast. There's a certain, perhaps stiffness or agitation. He's not fully himself, and he seems to just be focused on this task. But there's an ever-present and uncommon furrow to his brow.
Zhao is going to quietly, but not stealthily, walk closer and just lean on whatever's nearby and just give him a certain look before asking. Trying to sleep?
You could say. You could see.
Normally you cook in a jovial mood, but what's what I was told differently.
Had a good dream, followed by a nightmare. Perhaps not a dream at all. As he's gonna look down to one of his palms as he clenches a fist. What a vision. Dire one. I need to get home soon.
A lot of times when back home you would have a dream and a nightmare at the same time. It's a call of balance.
Maybe. I've been having these odd dreams. It's like I'm walking through a memory. But the memory's not my own. It's McKinn's. In each dream, sometimes it'll end a little different, but still, when it ends all the same, most of the time, it's somewhat pleasant when I wake. But the first time I've seen something, very important symbol, rather than seeing it be literally eaten away. Now I've seen something burrow underneath it. Like a bat fly or worm squiggling under the surface of skin. And it does me heart ill. Well, all I can do is take my time here to be as ready as possible for when I do what I must back in Maitland.
Home is calling.
Hey. Ancient times may not be echoing, but it seems things are beginning to rhyme. I don't like the next verse.
Well, you don't have to do it alone.
I'm going to be retiring for a year once we're done here. My temple, the stronghold I'm trying to build, will need me. And when that time comes, I will not be able to leave that place. Or all the magic I will put into it will fail. But if I stay there for a full cycle, then that magic will last forever. You're welcome to join if you're not looking at seeing the world. I know you've been wanting to build that flying boat, maybe return home. At least, if nothing else, to say I told you so to that big man. But if you need a place to build that boat, well, I can think no better dock to launch it than atop the highest spire, Mountain Home. You're welcome to if you wish. There's a strong easterly breeze. It could carry you across the seas to your homeland.
It's a journey. And here I thought I had to try and butter you up to letting me stay.
He's gonna... As he pats his belly. I think I've got plenty enough belly butter for a lifetime, lass. But, you know, I'll never say no to more. As he's going to scoop an extra dollop of butter and throw it on the waffles that he has made. Well, I better ring the bell. Any more than this and the food will get cold. Here, have some extra eggs. Thanks for listening to me whine. And for being there.
It's not that I find your whining annoying, it's rather endearing. Because it's less whining and more thoughtful steam letting out.
Well, I'm not the type of lad to say no to blowing off steam now, am I?
No, you aren't.
Alright. Ding, ding, ding. Breakfast is served, everyone. Come get your lots. Warm grain porridge. Extra durable waffles. Double helpings of cream with butter. Sides of smoked cheese. A variety of eggs from the local fauna. Bacons made out of who knows what kinds of four-legged scaly beasts around here. Some soft, some with a chew. Warm coffee to start the day. Last, but not least, the chocolate chip cookie.
Hell
Those
yes.
cookies are gonna be quite the hit.
Durable
Whoa.
waffles. I've never heard waffles referred to as durable.
That means they've got
well,
quite the chew to them.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I don't know.
They're
I
chewy
don't know if
waffles.
I was gonna say, I don't know if those are good waffles then. Like, it's just like,
You
oh,
can't
is it,
slap someone's face with them and remain intact, and they're not
it's
waffles.
like, oh, this.
They're
it's
incredibly
rubbery
flavorful. and
waffle.
so-
Yeah.
maybe not rubbery as much as they are like whole wheat. Made with
Oh,
the local grains he could get, and it's not the finest white flour, but it's definitely got a much richer flavor and perhaps doesn't disintegrate in your mouth as much, but it's more time to chew and let that flavor out.
I guess that is a question. Does he have like syrup?
There you go.
Or
you
are these
recognize
just
the
dry
name.
waffles?
I mean that's up to Angus. He rolled a 26. Like, how do you want to flavour this? Pun intended.
Literally.
He will use his orange alchemy jug to make a gallon of honey, and he will infuse into the honey bits of smoked wood chips. We'll say he cooked this a bit before, so there's a smoky, woody honey.
Lovely.
So perhaps it's not the full syrup, but it's a hot, buttery honey.
That works for me.
That actually sounds really good.
All right, so a full and filling breakfast this morning, and eventually you get a small ping in your ear, Dejar. Dejar, dear, Ida, I'm about ready to set off. Would you mind if I did a bit of scrying?
Sure. Why not? I'll let everyone know.
All right.
And he pings through the earring for most everybody.
We're all here. We're eating breakfast.
Yeah, but Zerth doesn't have an
this is
earring.
meant, as
Oh,
private.
fair.
This is kind of private.
Yes.
He's on her way.
So
but
only
she's gonna
Zerth
do
wouldn't
a little
know.
scrying before coming by.
Excluding
Bye.
Zerth. Sorry.
Well,
Good.
that's the rub, and that's it.
They were being jackasses. What did you actually say?
I said, she's on her way, but she's doing some scrying before coming. Essentially what Dejar said.
Did she send that through the earrings to everybody that has earrings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be right back in a minute.
I can't tell if that was in character, over the earrings, or aloud.
Or even
No
just
idea
the
at this
player?
point.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I meant out of character.
It was.
you gonna be right
I
back?
character
Oh,
you, but
okay.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Couldn't tell.
So wait,
I
what was he
think
saying over the earrings to everybody?
Ida
that
will be
Ida's
here
about to
shortly.
come up. She's gonna be scrying on us.
Yeah. Gonna be scrying before arriving, for whatever reason.
Liska, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. She's scrying on Liska. Holy shit. Okay.
Is Liska there? Okay, I'm going.
All right.
Man, the one time you fail a wisdom save and it's for a positive reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I guess Liska just probably would fail.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. She's feeling kind of nervous. She might be like, oh god.
Oh yeah, what's happening?
And
What is
not
this
realize-
feeling?
She doesn't necessarily know that's how that works.
It's true. She just suddenly feels magic.
I don't think she'd even feel magic. She just, like, scrying doesn't alert you to whoever's scrying on
That's
you.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you still have the spell mantle on?
Yes, that's why I had advantage there.
Ah,
It's still failed. It's very narrative.
Oh god, Ida's coming. Panic.
Yeah, seriously.
Just fussing over her braid.
I mean, so like, I was gonna say like there was obviously some roleplay and stuff going on right now. I was gonna say beforehand, while Angus and Sal were having their moment, Liska would have she would have gotten the bouquet, and she would have gotten the big old purple flowers, put them in their own, and then put aside the bound the roses themselves and just kind of put them to the side, and then probably get some of the marigolds with like a small little, I hope you won't mind, Bonzella, and like pluck some of the marigolds to kind of replace where the roses were in the bouquet. But yeah, so before all this happens, she has the purple with the yellow, which are complementary colors, and then the roses off to the side.
Gotcha.
And so upon hearing that Ida's coming and not knowing that she's being scryed on, she's going to kind of get up and go off to the side, and doesn't have, I mean, she's clean. She took a bath the night before, but she's gonna get her cleansing stone and like prestidigitate herself, and then she's gonna get and make sure she doesn't have any bed main, and she's gonna kind of tighten and make sure her braids that she has on the side of her head and everything's looking good, and she doesn't have her armor on. She's just chilling there, and she has a set of nice clothes, if I can remember correctly, fine clothes, and she's going to kind of put them on.
She's getting dressed up to the nines.
Yeah,
That's really unusual for Liska.
Oh yeah.
it is. You are correct.
We can't even comment on it because she's off to the side somewhere.
Yeah, she's changing. She's changing while being scryed on. Oh well. But
That
yeah,
vision may be cut short a little soon.
maybe.
It's Thule staring, and Ida's like, no, be polite.
Yeah, concentration for 10 minutes. So it's very much up to Ida if she's watching this happen. But yeah, so she'll change in the
no
fine
idea.
clothes. Yeah, I have no idea, literally. And then she's going to, just kind of walk back out and join the camp.
Film's
This
gonna-
this very
the-
strange sight of Liska in full fine regalia carrying a bouquet of flowers.
I'm just gonna give her just like a confused look. What are you all dressed up for?
She's gonna look at Vellum and just kind of like she frowns like, "What are you all dressed up for?" I'm meeting Ida.
Sorry, I was not ready for that kind of answer. That is so fucking high school retort. Showing her nerves right there. Just he's actually taken aback for a second, like not offended, but just more confused. Like, all right, whatever, you do you. Goes back to munching waffle.
I was just
It's
giving Vellum
a couple
look
more
like-
months left till a spring festival. But still, she's gonna look over at the bouquet. And then up to your hair. In the braid. Like that.
I'm sorry, what was the first part of that sentence?
She's gonna, it's a couple of more months till a spring festival, but still, as she's eyeballing the bouquet, your hair, and there's kind of like this almost sort of cringe you can hear from her, as she says, "Like that."
Like, let's go. Again, frowns like, "What do you mean?"
Your braids aren't even. You don't have flowers, or at least enough. You're not wearing any. The flowers, very beautiful and match each other, but what about something for your outfit? You don't have anything there. There's no perfume or floral scent. Aren't you going to be meeting, somebody who's used to those kinds of things?
That is like, and Liska kind of shifts a bit, obviously a bit uncomfortable at this kind of scrutiny. It's like that is not me. She has Tuli for that. If she is to like me, she should like me for me.
Sal just
No,
slowly
no.
nods.
I meant her, not Ida. Aren't those two kind of, she does like a V sign with her fingers or the peace sign and then close them together, like insinuating a pair?
Oh, I thought you were doing two very different symbols. Also,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
flicks
yeah,
her
yeah.
tongue between her fingers, like.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, I thought, like, as soon as they said she makes a V sign, that's where my mind immediately went as well.
The mask. They did the other one.
We know who's horny this morning. Or forever, given the case.
Demon
But no,
kind.
yeah, it's like the peace sign and then, two separate fingers, and then she brings them together to imply or insinuate
Let's
two
say she holds
entities
up
that are
she holds up her index finger in both hands and brings them together.
Yeah, let's do that. Aren't they like a pair?
And Liska,
I mean, she should accept you for you, but at the same time,
like Liska
nice
nods
to appeal
like,
to both.
well, I do not think Tuli is coming. I think it is just Ada.
And she's
Either way, it's
very
not that
surprised
weird.
by that.
And even if Tuli is coming, I am prepared.
I mean, back home it's not too weird. Sometimes a husband can have multiple wives. Then he's like responding to the conversation while eating, but then he just sort of tilts his head up and just, wait, do you have a thing from? Like he finally just fucking clocked it after everything that's just been said.
Sal just lowers her plate and then slowly, like, quiet claps, like, bravo.
Look, this is the first time I've fucking heard any of this.
Can somebody hit him for me?
Deal. And she immediately socks Phelim in the shoulder.
Just sorry I don't go digging into your personal life. How was I supposed to know?
It's not digging into personal lives. It's readily apparent on the surface. For being good with people, you're awful with women.
Clearly you don't know me very well. Munch.
I'm sorry, I have to say this. Vellum, there is something called reading the room. And Liska has on more than one occasion been rather forward towards Ida and Tuli.
Well, no laws around, I guess. Either way, go for it. You don't
Right.
get too much in your own head about it.
I
Thank
don't
you for
want
your
what
permission.
I said to come across.
What the
wrong
permission was the
either.
port.
Yeah.
Somebody hit him again. I'm just kidding.
Punches. She instantly did it, no hesitation. Same spot, same shoulder.
Good thing he's got armor.
Probably a little tender.
Just clang. Look, what I'm saying.
I wasn't. Oh, go ahead.
All I'm saying
You
is,
go first.
despite what might or might not be proper in some places, she wouldn't have been so keen on you before this, so you don't have to gussy yourself up to meet some kind of standard. She already likes you for you by the sound of it, so
But it's nice to gussy yourself up.
Looks at the gremlin who in the ghillie suit.
What? Don't give me that look.
Nothing. Anyway,
What? No. What are you implying?
I'm focusing on, the important thing here, and is that you do great, Liska. Don't worry none about it.
Can everyone please just shut up?
I love all the support making her more nervous.
She's like visibly not having a good time.
Shutting up then.
So question:
You're
how
gonna stand up,
how-
go sit next to Liska.
how flushed is
All right.
Liska's face right now?
She's like she's like
purple.
the guy. She's like the guy with the corsage at the bottom of the stairs on prom night, waiting for the girl to come down. Like she's just like pushing, like everyone's sitting down and still enjoying like dinner, and she's just awkwardly standing with like flowers.
Completely so straight.
Yeah, like she's like fighting the urge to be at attention. Like she's like it's just, yeah, she's
God.
very nervous.
I've forgotten who it is, but there's that critical role bit where just everyone's sort of being mean to the characters, just like, why are you so mean to me?
Pretty much
Like,
getting
yeah.
bullied. Etherea's gonna, she stands up and she sits down next to Liska. Well, I think you look very pretty. I may have used the wrong words earlier.
That's good.
I might look like this as she gestures to herself and then stares daggers at Vellum. But I'm still a satyr. I have nice perfume. And I know a special Ragnarok braid. Do you want to find something that's a little more you?
Sorry, I have so many people trying to hype up Liska right now. I'm
I was just sitting on the
so
sideline
she's-
watching.
So she's going to give like Etheria a side eye and then share her staring daggers at Vellum because Vellum's being an asshole right now. And then
He is being nice.
and then she's going to it's all right, Liska's just on edge. And then she's going to be like, I think, and she just kind of like brings a hand up and pats her braids like, if you I would like you to fix my braids if they're uneven.
Okay. I'm sorry I was elitist about your braids. She's going to tussle her own very unkempt hair at the moment. I really like them.
Thank you. Can you hurry because I don't know when she'll be here.
Okay.
There's a
And
ripple.
she is going to...
There's a ripple that tears across the air
No.
next to Dejar.
She's already working on the braids.
A ripple tears across the air next to
Druidcraft.
Dejar
Flowers and hair.
Panic.
with a flash of violet light and a hush of displaced wind. A portal unfurls like a scroll of silk. Go on.
Counterspell. I'm just kidding.
No.
We have to see the cast to do that.
But I can imagine Etheria just standing behind Liska doing the braid. Just Liska front facing, everything is fine. Meanwhile, Etheria in the back just
Speed braiding.
Just hiding behind Liska. She can. Liska's big enough.
I'm gonna do something with my mage hand. I'm gonna put a dream flower into Liska's hair. Very, very
Okay.
five hand.
As you walk up to Liska, planting the dream flower into her hair, that portal opens up right next to you, right in front of you, Liska.
Oh boy.
As Ida Ulnerim steps through, her tailored indigo cloak settling over her with this imperious precision. Her horns glint, her hooves click, her expression half smirk, half surveying, and she arrives like a thunderclap in velvet, sudden, poised, and already surveying everyone like a chessboard. Well, Anchor's certainly stable, Dajar. Lovely to see you've all kept yourselves mostly intact. How's my favourite band of it? Oh, Liska, you look very well done up. Very handsome.
Except for you. She holds up the flowers.
You almost kind of shove them down towards Ida. She doesn't kind of reach for them immediately, and she kind of looks at them. Just really looks like the arrangement is irregular, unrefined, and undeniably beautiful in a wild, natural way. No spell on them, no enchantment, just effort, clumsy, heartfelt effort. You picked these? She meets your eyes just for a moment. All that sort of diplomatic polish kind of slips away, just a fraction.
Yes, I heard you were coming, and I went out yesterday to pick them, and I held them in my bag of clothing so they wouldn't wilt. They're essentially fresh because I wanted you to have something beautiful, because you are very beautiful also.
She reaches up and puts her finger on your lips to stop you. You picked these in the Tanzan wilds at dawn or dusk? Darling, that's objectively mad. And
I was wearing armor.
I suspect as much. It's mad, quite possibly the most thoughtful thing anyone's done for me in God's months.
She gives a very small smile and then nods.
She takes the bouquet carefully, reverently, as if they might vanish if touched too quickly. And then, almost without thinking, she takes one of these small purple flowers, delicate star-shaped, and then tucks it behind your horn, Liska. It glows faintly against the shimmer of your hair. Thank you, Liska.
Liska just has a big ol' shit-eating grin.
She presses the bouquet in her chest with both hands. Unexpected, truly. You've no idea what that means. I spend my days being flattered by liars, petitioned by merchants, ogled by aristocrats, and this so suddenly. This leaves me completely undone, Liska.
I'm glad you like it.
She turns one stem, slender, pale, almost thornless, between her fingers. And she kind of tucks it behind her own ear. You are far too tall, and far too sweet.
Liska nervously sits down, so she's of height to Ida.
And she kind of takes a moment and looks at the bouquet, and then leans forward and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Super blush. looks undone.
So, how have you been? How have you all been since our last meeting? It's been
Managed to go through the jungle finally. He sort of hooks a thumb towards the jungle. He's just sort of been politely pretending not to pay attention for Liska's sake the whole time, until conversation was directed appropriately.
And how was it? I see you all made it out in one piece.
Pretty much.
Don't think I'd be going back anytime soon, but
A wise decision. These places, the jungles here are far too wild for my tastes. But I'd be lying if I said the danger wasn't exciting.
well, there was
Maybe a little
something.
Too exciting at times, but yes.
Yeah, there's moments.
Well, I've certainly been keeping busy. Ambrosia's Council of Commerce is chewing through ceiling tiles trying to corner the dynasty's gold shipments before the season turns. The Golden Table in Tectarhus has developed an unseemly appetite for Ambrosian silk. Dozens of hands clawing at both ends of the loom, so to speak, eager to wrap one another in luxury and profit, never mind the thread. I'm currently serving as the diplomatic conduit of mutual enrichment, which apparently means telling everyone to sit down, shut up, and stop promising 30 tons of silk before they have even been woven yet.
The
Sounds
demand
like
is higher
typical
than the
merchant
supply.
behavior.
There's a lot of people talking at once there.
I can imagine.
Sorry, what did you both say?
You first, Jar.
I was just the demand is higher than the to supply at the moment.
Quite.
Those two.
I believe once this trade deal has been sorted, both parties will eventually come out a lot richer and a lot closer in diplomatic ties, which is lovely to see. Tuli's been thriving, of course. Last I checked, she was knee-deep in sacred moss and giving the Temple of Life in Tectarhus a dramatic sermon about pruning with purpose, which naturally the priestesses found deeply moving. They've started giving her titles. She's pretending not to enjoy it.
The praise goes a long way.
So yes, Tuli's glowing, I'm unravelling, fairly balanced, I'd say.
It has its ups and downs, I assume. But it's nice to hear that Tuli is enjoying herself.
Quite. It's been quite a nice change of scenery for Ambrosia.
Liska kind of like blinks, kind of coming out of the fugue now. She's like, "Wait, are you both in Tectarhus?"
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
will you be there to watch the Ring of Fangs, Ring of Claws, Trial of Fangs, Claws?
Oh, most certainly. You see, I've seen all of your faces on posters in 3 districts already.
Weird. Liska just kind of looks around like, what is a poster? No, just kidding. She knows what a poster is. It's like, I didn't realize that we were that part. I guess,
Rasmus been putting in work.
yeah, I guess she has been hyping us up a lot.
But, yes, Tuli and I are staying in Tectarhus, at least for the meantime, while some of these trade negotiations are going through. Tuli and I, we would be delighted to show you the sights of the sides of the city that the priestesses don't put in their tour scrolls. Gardens, rooftops, sunlit bridges, the best market stalls for wine and reckless spending. And I'll certainly be watching in the Ring of Claws, cheering from the stands. And if you make it to the final bout of the ring, you might even catch me yelling your names from the noble balconies.
Well, with Liska, there's no if.
Oh,
I
certainly.
just hope some of us can get to that point.
Between you and me, Tuli's been quite looking forward to your appearance, Liska.
Liska once again looks uncomfortable. It's like I will make sure to put on a good one. I am always do my best to perform.
Although it on another note, it has been a couple months, hasn't it, since the tomb? You all seem a bit shaken, if that's the right word for it. Not that I blame you.
I mean,
From all the things we've been through in the Akteshi tomb, frankly, I'm surprised any of you still blink in unison. But how have you all been holding up?
Well, to make a very long story short, we've had our share of struggles getting through the jungle, including a job in Barnshall.
meeting
But we're through it now.
the Avatar himself, which was an experience.
Herself.
Themselves.
Well, I mean,
I know,
Twali.
I'm shaking it.
Yeah.
So I was referring to the actual living god.
Oh, that. Okay.
And that's not the
That's-
Avatar.
that
The
wouldn't be
Avatar is
yeah.
one who is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all good.
the avatars
Yeah,
are the mortal chosen of the living
Yeah.
gods.
It's fine. Duck's brain is a bit slow, as
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah.
Pretend Sao said meeting the living god himself.
Yes.
But
Leave it at that.
you've met with the local god of death, and you said you
Yes.
did a job for him.
Yes.
You're
Yes, we
all
were his dead.
you're all constantly surprising me. Do spare no details. I'm very curious.
Liska's gonna kind of look over to Vellum and then like flick her ear with the earring in it, and so he kind of gets it, and she's gonna message him over the earring, like, does Ida know about Vadmir?
About a condition? No.
Do you think that she could help?
Worth asking. You fill her in, I'm gonna sort some things. And then Valen just sort of steps up. They can let you know. Where's Ida? I'm gonna get a few things.
All right.
Back shortly. And he'll go off and busy himself. Probably checking on Barbie a little bit.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to explain shit. Have fun, everyone.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
So yeah, Liska gonna kind of watch Vellum leave and look back to Ida. On the mission that we had, there was it was completed. We finished it. It was taking down the undead, unliving witch who had stolen Zola's powers. But the biggest issue, aside from temporarily losing one of our members, and she motions to Jar, was that something was cast or done to Vadmia, and she is, and it looks like she doesn't quite like know the words, but she looks to Etheria, who's the only other person here who kind of has knowledge of what it is, and she just kind of motions to Etheria to pick up
Villain.
or supply the word. Yeah.
I thought it was strange. I haven't seen her. I haven't heard her. There's nothing has gone mysteriously missing. That's at least 3 red flags.
The nightmare, the ebon wood.
The moment
forced
you
itself
say
upon her in
the moment
drama.
the moment you say the word nightmare, she raises a brow. Her gaze immediately looks over towards you, Etheria.
She is locked in a trance, a forceful first sleep. One that could take her, but one of which we cannot wake her. Sounds a little stupid when you rhyme, but
Hold on a moment. You can see she's starting to put 2 and 2 together here. The nightmare. You exposed a young satyr girl to the nightmare. You took her into a place afflicted by the nightmare.
Now hold on. Hold on.
She's barely into her adolescence. What in the 7 fractured hells were you thinking?
Ida, hold on. Please. Vladimir was wanting to... From before we left and started this mission, Vladimir wanted to become like us, an adventurer. I first was against it, wanted to train her a little bit more about it. Even keep her there for at least maybe 1 or 2 days. However, everyone thought it was going to be fine. And we would keep her safe.
Well,
Keep her...
clearly it didn't turn out fine. Look, I know what she is. She is a young satyr. I know how fiercely they burn when they choose their path. Look, I'm angry because no one warned her what the path looked like, at least from what I suspect. You don't bring a child into rot and call it growth.
there were many points of pause. Many choices she had to turn back. I would have taken her and left. She was called to the tree of a lost grove, twisted by that nightmare. And that's where she saw the first dream of her birth. If she did not go to that place, she may have never dreamt. And we told her. She knew the risks. She fought and she killed. No one escapes from life unscathed. Especially children. The only difference is this time, she wasn't alone. She probably would have gone without us anyway.
If you say she chose it, if she understood the risk, then this may very well be her first calling, or her last. She kind of closes her eyes for a moment, hands folding tightly. Right, okay. She's in this sleep. What have you done anything to help her?
You have this crazy old guy.
With her.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was just me joking. You go.
Oh yeah. I have dreamed with her. As doubt weeds its way in, I subtly shift things, and I help her remember what was, or perhaps a better what could be. It's not much, but it's the guidance that I give. I'm not as experienced as the elders who would do this frequently, but I do know how.
So,
And then there's him, as she points.
you'd point over towards Takwani, who's sort of sat at the stoop of the tower, currently writing a few notes in his spell book. He looks up towards Ida and gives him this very awkward nod. Ida immediately kind of slims her gaze at him.
Ikara speaks up at this point. That's the Kwani. He also used to work at the Shaman's Mantle and is very knowledgeable of the plains. At least I can't get Fort Kinzas here, so he will have to do.
Ida's immediately going to make an insight check against him.
Oh god.
She's a smart lady.
Good luck beating that.
Give me a sec.
Well, if he's lying, he won't. If he's truthful, he won't need to.
It could either be persuasion or a deception check, depending on what area it wants to give off.
That's on you. You know the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you could just say that's enough to know this information about him. Secrets lies, secrets lies.
Ida's shoulders seems to relax a bit. Well, if you trust him, then I trust your decision.
Sao gives a look to the group and then to Ida and just, well, if he tries anything, mild
I'm just
gesture around.
saying. Everyone is going to be on his head, quite literally.
I'm more worried about trying to hold Vellum back.
That's who's going to get between the father and his daughter. Fucking nobody.
Well, that's comfort enough for me. But you say... I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met before. Looks to you, Etheria.
No, we haven't met per se. I know them, as she points to the others, for quite a while now.
Well, I am Ida ul Nerim, and she holds out a hand.
She'll kind of like awkwardly grasp it. Not used to those kinds of greetings. Right. I am known as Trade Tongue Etheria. I am an Emerald Shadow.
You immediately clock with your immense passive perception a subtle brow raise as you say that. Well, Etheria, I hope you found your settling into this group of troublemakers quite accommodating.
She's gonna look around the group, linger at Vellum, and look back. Mostly.
But you say you've guided Vardmir once.
Yeah.
I suspect you'll have to do it again and again. Until she walks out whole, or not at all.
Who will?
Tuli should hear of this. She'll understand more than I ever could. But I don't expect her not to weep.
Who would not weep for a child in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, she shrugs a little bit. Children get hurt as they grow. It's better for them to be hurt young, while others are there to help them, so they can fight it off when they're older. If we coddle them too much, then, well, when life demands upon them, they'll have no response. But if we put too much on them, they will never get to be a child. It's a hard balance.
There is this look of conflict in Ida's face. May I see her?
I'm gonna turn to Vellum. This time, instead of sort of the sassy sort of glare of daggers, a much softer sort of look.
Oh, Vellum's
A
not there. He
lowering
went
of
to
her
go.
shoulders. Oh,
He went to go check on her. Remember?
we'll look up into the tower where Vellum would be. Go ask her father. You're friends, I doubt he'd mind.
She gives you a nod and looks to the rest of you. I might be a moment.
Don't worry.
Take all the time you need.
Here.
She gives you all a nod and makes her way inside the tower. Eventually, Vellum, inside the tower you hear the tick, tick, tick of hooves making their way up the ladder.
Well, it can't be Etheria because he wouldn't hear them.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be Liska, because,
He definitely
More
heard
of a
them.
thump.
yeah.
Eventually, you see the two spire-like dark navy blue horns emerging from the little hole where the ladder terminates. Vellum, may I see her?
As long as you don't give me grief too, go for it.
Certainly not. Vardmir lies in the bed, breathing slow and shallow, her body curled in a quiet tension of deep dreaming. A few wild strands of her hair, deep violet, spill across her face.
And he adjusts them accordingly. A lot of his time is spent like making sure she stays comfortable because
Mhm.
stationary in a bed for an extended period of time is not good on the body.
He kind of lowers herself beside her against the side of the bed carefully. Her cloak pulls around her, and she doesn't speak for a long while. She kind of gently reaches forward and brushes a strand of Vardmir's hair behind one curled horn that you missed, smoothing it back from Vardmir's brow. Stars above. You're certainly too brave for your own good.
Yep, she's stubborn like her old man.
Kind of sits back, folding her hands in her lap. She would have done it anyway, shouldn't she? Wouldn't have she?
Well, maybe, but if I knew how bad it was gonna be, what kind of horrible shit was waiting for us,
Well, I
it
can't.
would have been a lot different.
I suppose I can't imagine anyone would have stopped her, not even you. can already tell the moment I break the Satuli she'll weep. She always cries when she meets something that shouldn't have had to suffer but did anyway.
Well, not to slight her at all, but I'm afraid the world is full of that. People who suffer but shouldn't. He sort of pauses a bit. His vision sort of like drifts a bit from Vladimir. Especially when they're young. I take it everyone's filled you in.
Yes. A Nightmare Grove, as I recall it. A fight against a witch.
Well, she won't be anyone's problem anymore. There's almost a sort of venom to the end of that sentence.
And there's a knowing look from Ida. She understands what you had to do. You know, Tuli will call her a wildflower. And I mean it as the highest compliment.
Well, I'm sure when Vladimir wakes up, she'd love to meet her. Again. Sorry, I was stretching. He would love to meet her again, was what I actually meant to say. But I had a fucking twinge in my back and had to pop that immediately.
No worries.
Sorry.
Ida kind of leans down a bit. Her voice now only for Vladimir, but of course you can hear it as well. We need you to come back, little one. Your dear father, needs you to come back. Not just for him, for you. Because you haven't even begun to be the legend that you want to be. And if you're going to raid ruins, challenge monsters and upstage nobles in front of courts, well... She looks to you with a knowing grin. Someone's got to teach her the proper way to do it.
Well, by the time I'm gone, she'll know everything she needs to know. And then some.
A slight smile curls across the corner of her mouth. You're not alone in there, Vladimir. We're all there with you. She places a hand over Vladmir's, not squeezing, just resting. She remains by her side for a moment longer, just watching her breathe, and then, with a faint exhale, she reaches into her satchel, carefully, reverently, and pulls free a small, bound book. Its cover is old, but very well kept, lacquered leather with etched silver silver edgings. The title is embossed in delicate sylvan script. She runs her hand over the cover once, her thumb lingering on the spine. I was going to give you this directly when I came here this morning. I thought you might love the stories in this. Thought this one might be just right. It's one of mine. Read it when you wake up, and don't skip to the end, I'll know. She pauses and kind of rests it down on the bedside. Come back, little
I'm
lad.
sure she'll love it.
She gives you a smile. Come back, little wildflower. Because I'd love to hear what you think of Chapter 3. And with that, she smooths her cloak, straightens her collar, rises and looks at you. and her voice seems to catch for a moment. I can't look at her like this. If worse comes to worst, Willem, this isn't how I want to remember her.
The worst won't come to worst.
She rests her hand on your shoulder with a hopeful smile, and she makes her way out.
Willem sort of, as she's moving towards the ladder, he'll stand, give her a gentle pat of the head, and let her rest to head back outside. Right then. Yeah, the reason I called you here. Right. So, like, he does sort of like, he does rub the eyes a little bit, sort of adjusting the waking up and the emotional weight of everything. On more positive news, he sort of starts rummaging around in his bag of holding. Where is it? I was just in here a second ago. Ah, right. And he pulls out a bracelet of angle of sorts, and it is distinctly made of elemental metal. And I do have a blurb. Yeah,
Though
I'll read the blurb. Why not?
Though I don't think that Ida would even know about these metals, because you and Angus deliberately kept them hidden from her and Thule.
No.
Oh.
Ida is actually the reason he's even able to work this stuff, if you recall.
Oh, right.
She helped him understand how it was how to do.
Right, my mistake. Okay.
The elemental jewelries stuff, right?
Well, not the jewelry, but how to work the metal. So she knows he can, but this is the first time a jewelry has been visibly presented with it. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, she's probably seen. I don't know. I don't remember exactly if she's seen the giant jewelry, but
Liska gave her elemental jewelry.
yeah, there you go. It was a long time ago. I couldn't remember. Thank you for the recollection. But yes. Oh, book. Sorry, I got distracted. Book. Sorry, I was just getting my blurb open. I did a little fancy blurb because I always do with my crafts. Likely to be the first artisanal craft made with this metal in aeons, this bracelet of softly swirling iridescent hues is crafted both with great appreciation in mind and great care in its quality. Designed originally as a simple gift of gratitude to one Ida ul-Nairim, this auspicious style of metalwork's reappearance in the present day holds an allure all its own. While the metals at play demand a particular type of technique, the bracelet is of rawly demonic inspiration. This, however, toned down to a more subtle extravagance, blends the varied sensibilities without any cultural loss. Its various grooves and decals are gilded with trails and trims of purple gold, all converging intricately to its centerpiece of a shining, flawless sapphire. Here you are. As thanks for everything in the tomb, and on a personal note, helping me understand the greater depths of the metals we found there.
Ida...
Took a while to finish. Things got pushed around. And he carefully hands it to her. It goes... I'll say it's a character. Not much for fancy names for demon folk, but I call it the Excavator's Resplendence.
Ida doesn't speak. For a moment, she just looks at it. Her expression stills, not unreadable, but uncharacteristically quiet. You forged this?
Well, the metals you helped me learn aren't really made for bulkier works. He sort of like taps his armor a little bit.
She kind of... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's like the larger stuff we found in the tomb. It's better served for jewelry.
She lifts it from the small box, letting it catch the light of the morning sun. It hums faintly with power, balanced, tempered, alive. It almost shimmers like it was made from the elements themselves. And this inlay, she kind of trails off for the first time in a long while. Ida ul Nerim is visibly at a loss. And then she kind of slips it onto her wrist, and it fits perfectly. Of course it does. It was made by your hand. Vellum, this is extraordinary. How?
Oh, it's alright. I mean, I had to eyeball your measurements on the wrist, and purple gold was a bitch to get to. The purple gold was hard to get working.
I should imagine. She looks up, and her gaze is piercing and sincere. You didn't just craft a trinket, Vellum. It's almost like you understood me. My magic, my memory, my taste. Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't catch on in the tomb when I was picking your brain about demonic sensibilities in jewelry.
I suppose I was distracted.
Yeah, Deadly Tool will do that.
You know, Vellum, I've received gifts from archmages, from suitors, and from kings. None of them forged me something with blood, sweat, and tears still metaphorically in the metal. She presses her opposite hand to the bracelet almost protectively. Oh, Vellum, you've spoiled me, and I will not forget it.
Well, fair turn deserves a fair turn. All the risk and help you were, seemed only right to give you something noteworthy and worthwhile. And made from the very things you helped us find.
Well, thank you, Vellum. You know, spoiling me, as you have all done here this morning, is dangerous, you realise. I've been known to return favours in scandalously dramatic fashion. She rotates her wrist, watching the metals catch in the morning light, firelight red, ley-line silver, a bit of the Gaia Heart iron in there as well, a heartbeat of thunder as well. Her fingers trail over the etchings as though memorising them to the touch.
Well, I will be charging you next time.
Well, I am going to shamelessly show this off, you know.
I'd appreciate that greatly.
You know this will be the talk of the negotiation tables. Half the golden table will assume it's enchanted, and the other half will try to bribe your identity out of me with wine and silks. But
well, maybe they'll be more inclined to listen to you.
Well, I could very well say, no, he only crafts for those who've survived ancient tombs with him. Sorry, very exclusive line. Can't be bought.
Well, whatever you do with it is your business. Just hope it, I didn't put any enchantments on it or runes in it, so, you know,
I
if you
don't
slap something on, that's your business.
Honestly, my dear, I don't think it needs it. Those who gaze onwards will have to cope with my unmatched taste and deeply inconvenient standards. Unless you're looking to make a name for yourself.
Well, I could be. After all, it's, I might have had a small ulterior motive, giving fine goods to upstanding figures of society.
I suspected as much. I could mention
Just a
you.
small ulterior motive.
Just a small one. I could mention you, drop your name at the right table, let the right noble houses of Tectaros hear of the smith who tamed Akteshi alloys in a tomb lit by dragonfire. They'd kill for one of these, you'd be legendary.
Well, any business is good business.
Of course, you...
Speaking of business, you mentioned silk.
Yes.
Is there a shortage, and how much has the value raised, would you say?
I would say, in Tanzir at least, you'll get it for quite the premium.
And he's still sort of like a hand in his bag of holding, and he just does bit more of a rummage, and then pulls out like a bolt of Ambrosian silk. I might incorporate something of this into my next work, and see how
Oh.
much it jumps the cost.
Fabulous idea, darling.
I have another 10 pounds of the stuff in here. He carefully rolls it back in. That
Yeah,
is
if
good
you're-
to know.
If you're looking to make a name for yourself, especially with your next project and this, she holds up her wrist, you'll be busy for the next 20 years and hated by every lesser artisan across the dynasty. But I'm told fame and resentment are simply two sides of the same gilded coin.
Well, it'd be nice to get the fame side of things for once.
Could be. Don't inhale your spit, people.
Fine, I was also taking a drink, so
Yeah,
give
yeah.
me a moment.
Ida kind of looks for a moment and as if she just remembers something. Oh, before I forget. She spins on her heel, cloak flicking like a stage curtain as she makes her way out of the tower towards the rest of you. Follow suit, please. I have something to give all of you as well.
And Vellum does. He was already heading out that way anyway.
She produces a small velvet-wrapped bundle from a satchel at her side. It's compact, precise. The weight of purpose radiates from it. I have a gift for you all, too. I have completed a little project you gave me. As she declares to the group,
And Vellum will sort of sit down where he was before, just anticipation.
she unwraps it with dramatic flair, revealing a single crystalline diamond hovering gently above her palm. A very familiar looking mind stone. But it looks chiseled, refined. It pulses with this soft inner light. Cool blue one moment, then violet, then white, as if it's cycling through thoughts of its own. Refined.
Managed to get this done. I
Yes.
didn't think you'd be able to work on it anytime soon.
I've had a few spare moments here and there. I refined it from the original you gave me in the mansion. A touch of sigil weaving, some abjurant core stabilization, and naturally protection against the sort of psionic backlash that nearly fried my eyebrows the first time I activated it. She gestures delicately
Wasn't
to...
too much trouble.
Oh, well, what's experimentation without a bit of risk?
Well,
It,
it's appreciated all the same. I'm sure it'll be very helpful.
indeed. It listens better than most scholars I know. Stores spell... well... No, I'm thinking of something else. It enhances your ability to resist mental influence, assuming, of course, you want to resist. It's no tomb-forged bracelet or a beautiful bouquet of flowers, mind you, but it is perfected. I don't say that lightly. You trusted me with it. I hope I've earned that trust.
I'd say 10 times over, Miss Ada.
Let me go ahead and drop this on the canvas here for you.
Throw it on the ground.
Throw it on the
Put
ground.
it on the ground. I got a gift for you. It's on the ground.
I also threw the bracelet on the ground. That's targeting. I'm too far away, no.
Oh, hang on, that's the wrong item. Let me.
This perfected Mindstone.
Yes, I've got the updated one in the compendium here.
Okay.
Let me-
Whoops. He's like, no, not that one. That's the prototype.
Yeah. That's the other prototype you gave me.
That's the one that explodes.
That's
Yes.
the one that takes your eyebrows.
Also, he doesn't have eyebrows. Shit.
I mean,
technically they're
has
horned
fringes.
eyebrows, but
Just means that it's that deadly.
yeah,
there we go.
You lose your
it's not
face.
hair.
The
Fucking vaporized.
perfected Mind Stone.
The correct one.
Yep, that should be the correct one.
No comma, so it must be the right one.
Yes.
Good.
Eh.
Now,
Too late.
whoever uses it will be less susceptible to brain bullshit.
So what, yeah, I was gonna say, what exactly does it do? Just gives you advantage on.
The
Well,
original gave you advantage on intelligence and wisdom saves.
well, if you'd let Ida explain it.
Go on, okay.
Well, she threw it on the ground. I thought she was done.
Uh,
Go for it.
I won't lie, this thing nearly drove me cross-eyed trying to reverse engineer it. The original design was alien, not just complex. It was wrong in a way, like it'd been woven by something that didn't think the way we do. It wasn't designed, it was dreamt, maybe exhaled, I'm not sure. No sigil anchors, no consistent glyph geometry. It passed with intention, but not logic. I had to map it through sound at one point. Sound? Can you believe that? That should not work. And what was it trying to do? Permanent enhancement to your mental defenses? Wisdom, intuition, pattern recognition? It didn't boost them. It overwrote your natural instincts, changed the way your mind flowed. In theory, brilliant. In practice, lethal. Slow, quiet unravelling. You wouldn't even know your thoughts weren't your own anymore. So, I rewrote the core, simplified it. Instead of a permanent shift, I gave it a pulse-based buffer. A stored reflex, 4 charges, subtle and safe. Whenever your mind falters, it catches you, gives you a second breath, a clearer thought, and then it resets. I may not understand who made it or how, but I've made it mine now. And now it's yours.
Well, I understood most of
Interesting.
that, and I'm sure other people understood it better. Looks at Dejar.
Liska
was-
just
he was
nodding knowingly, like,
worried.
I understood it.
just I was already just write down a notebook about this shit.
So, will you be able to produce more?
It will be difficult. Give me some time. I might be able to create some more. The trouble is trying to get past the alien nature of each of them. Of course, I would need the resources for it. Well, resources and time.
That makes sense.
Oh, I must also fulfill my most sacred dip. Oh, hang on.
I've got a message from Thule. Just a moment.
Let's see what's. Oh, I can't show that.
I can finally delete the old Mind Stone that's been sitting there doing fucking nothing. But I pinged it in a chat for everyone if, yeah, it's a collapsible, so you can uncollapse it.
Okay, there we go. I was just brought some strawberries and cream.
It's changed from advantage on the roll to a straight reroll, so that's a nice improvement.
Nice.
And it doesn't explode
What
on a 1
charges?
in 20 chance.
I need to fulfill my most sacred diplomatic duty, delivering potions from the love of my life. She pulls free a small bundled pouch of woven reed and fern fibre, kind of smelling faintly of cedar and citrus. Each potion is nestled in padded moss, their colours glowing faintly through the glass. Tuli brewed these herself, said they're simple comforts for you wild lot, which from her means they're borderline sacred.
Understood.
And you said you were getting spoiled.
Too far away. Annoying.
Oh, right, you threw it on the ground. Right?
Yeah, we don't need no handouts.
Right after rejuvenation. Pretty good.
She takes out a draft of rejuvenation. This one's for the nights when the fire burns low and you still haven't slept. Sip it, breathe, and let your body do what it forgot how to do. Heal. Slowly but cleanly. And she pulls out the greater healing potion. No explanation needed, just don't waste it on a stubbed toe or a bruised ego. She brews these with wild ginger, sunburst berries, and something that smells suspiciously like burnt cinnamon. And she brings out this clay jar with a floral scent. This one's special. 3 doses. A moonlit salve for your temples and throat. Speak with trees, whisper to wolves, or just confuse the local wildlife by asking them philosophical questions.
Who doesn't have a grater yet?
I think Lishka actually used up all of hers.
Yeah, Liska doesn't have any healing potions anymore.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Have at
you're
it,
getting
I'd say.
2 Lees.
All right.
Yeah, I already have 3 graders.
I'm never using this one.
Never.
I mean, to be
I'm
fair,
gonna take the,
she
the
used the
salve.
potions on other people, so you know.
Yeah, the shark can take the salve.
The throat salve.
Tuli says this salve grants clarity of instinct. I say it smells like her hair after a rainstorm. You decide who to believe.
I just hold their hands up. I'll take your word for it.
Is she done with potions, or are you still coming?
That's it.
Well, now that exchange of goods is out of the way, why don't you join us for breakfast?
I'd like that. More than I'll admit in front of certain diplomatic rivals, but you have a lot of ground to cover, and I have responsibilities clawing at both ends.
Oh, right.
Well, we could save the topic of surplus magic items for another time, then.
Oh?
I knew that'd pique your interest.
Yes. It needs to
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
Now just raises a hand. Alright, before you get too busy into the menagerie of things we've collected. Breakfast?
All right, I suppose I can go for some waffles.
So just gives Vellum this look like, I know you're really excited to talk and trade and all that jazz, but like, Angus made breakfast. Sit down, eat.
Them just goes over the ear and is like, look, she was gonna leave and not have breakfast. At least now she's staying.
Now just gives a light punch to the shoulder.
Smartest thing you've done all day.
Venom's been okay. Yeah, we can save the minutia of like the mechanical aspect of trading shit for after session. Just we're not bogged down by that.
Okay, so for clarity, she wasn't expecting you to ask her to trade magic items, so she has none on her right now. But we can say...
We can give her an inventory of what we've got, and then
Yeah.
she can let us know what she's willing to
Ganner,
trade.
consider this a trade-in of a token value.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I can see what I have back at my library. And once I have a collection of some things I'm willing to part with, I'll send you a message, Dejardir.
Great.
This all looks very esoteric. You can see her eyes widen like a kid in a candy shop right now.
That's kind of off to the side for obvious reasons.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't quite catch.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
So I guess it was my voice thing. Shar has the bundle of items that's pretty much covered up for obvious reasons.
Oh,
She doesn't want to just show off.
what are these items per se?
The awakened.
Magic.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, the awakened shit.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
I still have to break down the pair I have of the dagger and robes.
You do
You got a
that.
lot to break down.
So, we'll say for the sake of brevity, we can do this exchange after the session, or rather, we can go over what you guys want to trade, if there's anything you'd like her to search for, say now.
Well, say after.
Yeah.
Yeah. After.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say less. Say less, my liege.
You, Ida does stay for a brief breakfast. You gather she's already eaten, so a small waffle isn't beneath her.
Well,
I-
it's better than
Small?
Just-
You mocking me?
Ball.
small for dwarven standards, which is basically the size of her head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna say no to Angus's actual divine cooking?
Oh, well, it's certainly not. Let's see, what else was she going to say? I think that's about most things covered. Yeah,
Yeah, let's go on to do some more roleplay with it.
yeah. If there's anything you want to say to Eda now.
Well, I was gonna wait until, like, just sitting down, chatting back and forth, just
Go
as a
on,
group
you have
as
your
she meets
word.
with us. But I was gonna wait until just before she's about to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone wants to do something before then, otherwise we can do that.
Yeah, she's mainly kind of talking to everyone about what she's been doing. The Council of Commerce expects quarterly trade projections by the solstice. The Golden Table wants assurances that these silks won't quote unquote suffocate the gold supply, whatever that means. And the last time I left Tectahus for too long, a junior clerk tried to schedule a temple blessing for a shipment contract. Apparently, my absence signals open season.
You're a very important woman.
I chose this, both lives in a way. It suits me, really. 1 week I'm wrestling trade law with silk barons, the next I'm nose deep in collapsing ruins hunting for old artifacts and forgotten teleportation glyphs. Keeps the mind sharp and the wardrobe interesting. Tuli calls it my shiny problem. Says I can't go 3 days without chasing after some cursed trinket or glyph-riddled relic. She's not wrong, mind you. Though she screams louder than I do when the ceiling starts falling.
Most people do. Most people do.
Truth is, I've revised my notes, revisited my notes on the tomb more times than I care to admit. Cross-referenced, annotated, relinked diagrams. Not for the council reports, mind you, not even for the archives, but she looks now towards Uliska, then Vellum, Dejar, Angus. But because you lot, that expedition, you made it matter in a way.
If you need any help about the dragons of the Dragon Manor Tomb, I am the huntress of the Hunter's Keeping.
Oh, I know, dear. You're very experienced with dragons. She gives you a wry smile. It's just the danger. The way we survived it. That's what it's supposed to feel like. Not negotiating tariffs by candlelight with men who haven't left a palace hall in 30 years. You've certainly spoiled me this morning, and I'm grateful.
Well, if there is anyone that deserves to be spoiled.
You swear you see for a moment a slight blush over her cheeks. You know, this morning reminds me that I'm not just a silk-slinging bureaucrat with nice teeth. I'm still me. Still Ida Ulnerim, scholar of the arcane, dungeon-damned relic chaser, and occasionally someone worth giving flowers to.
Always someone worth giving flowers to.
She beams, a bright smile. You're very sweet, Liska. Thank you. But I must be off.
Before you go, Liska's gonna kind of like motion off to the side, away from the group. I guess around the tower, so they're alone.
Sure.
And she's going to because they're still somewhat awkward, but she's gonna look down at Ida because she has to. It was very nice seeing you again. It was nice to have some, well, not time alone, but just to have time with you. If I wasn't like I wasn't lying about being able to help with the tomb and anything like that in regards to dragons. You know, I've slain all the colors but one, and I've met some gem dragons as well. But anyway, I have one final thing, and she's gonna reach into her pack, her bag of holding, and pull out the roses. I'm sorry that she couldn't come along as well, but could you give these to Tuli?
Oh, this you surprise me. More and more. I will. She will adore these.
If she wants to swing on by and put some more in my hair next time, tell her it is okay.
I will certainly tell her, and I'm certain she'll look forward to it. Meet us in Tektahos. when you get the chance. Look for a place called... Oh, what was it? As I search for my notes.
I was like, Liska furiously writing it down.
Yeah.
Just write it on the side of the tower. It's like, shit, I don't have any parchment.
Pulls out a dagger, starts clawing into the adamantine. I
Look,
guess technically she has the adamantine sword or glaive, so she could. Anyway, sorry, continue.
look for us in the Gilded Fang. It's located right next to the arena. On the surface level, not actually in the arena itself down below.
Yeah.
It'll be very obvious when you see it. Shaped like a... It's built into a gargantuan monstrosity. Its skeleton.
Oh, well then it will be very easy to find. Next to the arena, giant skeleton.
We'll share a few drinks. And hopefully,
Let's go.
you'll give me some more flowers. Because these are gorgeous.
I will. Every flower from here to Tektahos. I promise.
She kind of steps forward for a moment. And then she kind of double thinks to herself.
Liska
Would you-
leans down.
Would you need... Yes, lean down, please, dear.
Yeah.
And she,
Liska leans down.
and she gives you another kiss on the other cheek this time.
Liska kind of smiles, her fingers touch her cheek and just kind of linger for a moment before she gives a nod. I will see you in Tektahos.
I'll see you then. With that, she kind of takes a step back from you, brushing the last crease from her cloak. Her tone shifting towards, more towards that sort of polished parting cadence she wears so well. And she kind of comes back around from the tower. Well, I must be off now. I'll meet you all in Tektahos. Oh, no goodbyes.
Everyone's
I was taking a
muted.
drink, fuck you.
More of a.
I was like, oh, I'll just take a drink, let's just have a scene. Fucking apparently not.
I mean, the scene was over.
It was over, so
Well, it was lovely seeing you again, Miss Ada, and I hope you enjoy what we have given you.
Oh, certainly. These are all very, very beautiful. I've been, like I said, I've been spoiled, and I shan't forget this.
Oh, are we exchanging gifts? Did I mix something?
That
You
was
gave the
just,
gift of breakfast, Angus.
Exactly.
And it was delicious. I'll be honest, this is some of the best waffles I have ever tasted,
Some
Angus.
of the most durable waffles I've ever tasted.
This was an okay day for me. My morning's kind of off.
Oh, is everything all
Like
right?
you thought. No. Bad dreams.
Ah,
Visions. But still. Maybe I could ask you a question before you go, since you have that weird stone thing. Would you
my
perhaps do
sending stone?
No, the weird one that made you think different.
Oh, the Mind Stone. The perfected Mind Stone.
I don't know much about these types of things, but perhaps I could purchase your services. I have some decent wealth. I'm a well enough crafter. Perhaps not as great as smith as Bellum, but I know my way around dwarven runes. And I make a pretty mean omelette. But I was hoping maybe you might be able to research something for me. I'd pay whatever fee you want.
Well, certainly. I mean, I know that tone anyway. That's a businessman's tone.
Well, I'm part of a certain confederation. Does like doing business.
The Confederation of Clancrafts. I know them well.
Aye, indeed. I'm not typically as much a merchant as I am a maker, but I'm not one from selling my own wares. But still, I was hoping to buy a sliver of your mind. Specifically, knowledge in it of how to control someone else's. I'm worried.
Her brow furrows at that. Well, I can certainly give you some information for free. That sort of...
I don't want to do it, as he kind of holds his hand up. I want to figure out how to undo it. I worry...
Oh.
Someone dear to me has something inside them that is making them no longer them. And it's hurting many people.
Oh dear.
Pay any price for my kingdom.
Well,
Simply name it.
I'll see what I can do. If you're insistent on paying for my services, I can certainly offer a friend's discount.
Ah, and that's generous enough. Here, it's not much in the way of advance, but here, as he takes out a dark square brick and holds it out to her. It has a soft squish to it. Have this. I've been experimenting with this chocolate that they have here.
Oh, I see. You're bribing me with chocolate. That's a very dangerous notion, Angus.
This is not just chocolate. I have spent days melting it down, condensing it, enriching it with cream, and baking it to the perfect density and crust. No, this is dwarven fudge.
I'm tempted. I'll see what I can research.
You would be the first to taste it.
Oh, I certainly
Other
hope
than
so.
me.
I gladly accept your offer, Angus, and I'll see what I can research.
He smiles warmly. Aye, thank you. And I'll ask nothing for free, and I'll pay for more than just big goods. I just want what's best for my people. And to help a friend.
I understand. We may have to start with the basics and then refine that research from there. But I'll do what I can.
Aye, fair enough to me. Speaking of basics, the dishes call. I best get to scrubbing. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Farewell.
Farewell, Master Brackenbrick.
As he waddles off into the tower. A little bit more pep in his step.
Yeah. Good morning for everybody.
And with that, Ida says her final farewells. Oh, and, Deja.
Mm-hmm.
If you're still wrangling those tongue twisters in Draconic, don't hesitate to send a message my way. Preferably before trying to impress any dragons. I'm good at teaching, darling, but even I can't translate through scorch marks.
Right. I get you, I understand.
Until Tectarhos, darlings.
We'll try not to die.
Goodwill.
And with that, she vanishes into a shimmer of her own teleportation magic.
Right, let's pack up. Angus, I'll help you with the dishes.
And I go ahead and drag that jewellery into her inventory.
Yeah.
There we go.
Forever in perpetuity. Ah, my wrist. I popped my wrist.
Vellum, undone by pans.
It's just like you've never had baked in grease like dwarven baked in
We're sitting.
grease. You're
was gonna
really gonna
say-
fucking scrub. You
I was
need
gonna
you don't
say,
need steel
Liska-
wool. You need steel adamantium.
I was gonna. Liska was gonna offer the soapstone or like the magical cleansing stone, but then I realized that
If you put soap on my cast iron,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like if it does the cleansing stone, it'd probably remove the.
all his fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All his years of grease.
So I was like, nah, I probably shouldn't do that.
Someone
It's like,
as
I
a
wanted to
gift
help.
cleans
Wait
his
a minute.
cast iron. It comes
Yeah,
back.
I've
It's
read
shining like
that.
steel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've read that Reddit story.
Yep.
You know, I made the joke, but adamantine wool would probably go over great in the dwarven lands.
Oh god.
I mean,
Fuck all of you! I
Table
want
for clean?
fudge
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
I had
that's too bad. I mean,
Just spamming
got
fudge
the-
in the chat.
I mean, it really is. You just need chocolate chips, condensed milk, and that's about it.
Yeah, that is cost
Time.
many.
but
All right.
It's like a few
do I
bucks,
need to
but
fucking
dark chocolate fudge, and it's the best.
Sable? Do I need to PayPal you money?
No,
so
you don't need to
can
do
make
shit.
fudge?
I'm just very, very frugal. I water down flavored water. Let's move forward.
Okay, so
wait, you water down Lacroix? My
No,
gosh.
oh god.
okay, so get back in the game, guys. Back in the game.
I gotta get.
Back in the game.
Sorry, I got waylaid by foot.
So, is there anything you guys want to do before setting off for the next few days of travel?
I'm good to go. I had everything I needed to do done, and the rest sort of happens on the road.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything currently outside of counting up crafting time.
Oh. Maybe after a few days. I will be asking Sal and Angus for help.
Bet.
Oh, okay. So if you're doing this after a couple days, what we'll do, we'll go into the narrative briefly. So, the first morning begins with the land breathing wide, no longer hemmed in by the tangled vines or choking mists or deep swamp waters. You step into the open arms of the golden lowlands. Actually, I have a thing for this. I have a travel map.
Travel.
Travel.
God, that is such a cozy looking travel.
The road beneath
I
your
can't see
boots. Oh. Oh, you're probably inside.
cart.
Yeah, inside the
Oh, there it
wagon.
is.
That's why.
I was like, why?
I'm
there's
blind.
black-
Oh wait, I'm indoors.
No, I'm dead again.
God, I haven't seen the scene.
The road beneath your boots and your hooves is old Akteshi basalt, grey with time and pitted from millennia of sun, each slab etched faintly with spiral glyphs. Bastion's hooves clunk dully against the stone. The steam hammer rumbles low ahead of you like a slumbering beast dragged from death into motion. Cicadas drone in the heat. Crickets leap from the path's edge, scattering before your steps. Pteranodons circle overhead, shadows flashing like spirits across the sky. Bastion snorts at a passing butterfly. Even he seems more at ease here. And by dusk, the grass has grown taller. The wind whispers through it like the ocean's breath, and the sun sinks red behind the distant Crucible Mountain's teeth. So if you want to do anything during downtime, stop me, otherwise I'll keep going across the days.
See, Liska's just going out and finding every wildflower she can.
Yep, gotcha.
Is this a proper downtime? Or are we still on?
This you're still on the road. I'm just going day by day here. If you want to do some like downtime roleplay, feel free to interrupt me.
I would like to have a scene with Dejar.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go ahead and I'll switch you
Perhaps
up.
on the night that Ida leaves.
Oh, okay.
So it would be same day.
Gotcha. You have a new map?
New camp.
New map?
Camp.
New camp?
New camp.
Oh,
Not in the
yeah.
shitty jungle anymore, guys.
Still raining though.
It's been a light drizzle for days upon days. After all, it is the monsoon season.
England.
Oh, great.
It could be heavier, honestly. So we're lucky we're getting off with mist.
Why is your snow so wet and warm?
All right.
It's the Sky River. Yeah.
Ah,
Dwarves are
yes,
so used to
tears
snow.
of the gods.
The sky is leaking, I see. Somebody should fix that.
What's wrong with your roof?
So, you wanted a downtime scene?
Yes. As we stop and make camp for the first night, and begin our evening preparations, Angus would seek out Dejar, just maybe 10 minutes after they actually stop and get into park. I imagine things are still being put into place. He's just finished setting up the tower. You know, seek Dejar. Where would he find her at? Given I think
Dejar
it's
would-
about like probably 6 or 7 p.m. Starting to
6,
get
7
dark.
p.m. He would still be in the car, just pretty much getting her book and ink for a little bit later of the night. Just send them out.
He'll got it. He'll look up probably to the top of the cart, or maybe nearby as it's being anchored down, bastion removed, over to Vellum. Hey, is our scaly lass still inside?
Man, you called me right as I was about to BRB.
Oh, oops.
Should be, yeah. She usually lurks around in there.
You mind if I enter?
No, go for it. You made it.
Excellent. And with that, he will waddle up to the door and just... Hello. May I come in? Are you decent?
What? She said that.
Okay. As he opens. Hello.
Okay. Hello.
It's courteous to knock.
I've been
I don't know, you could
so
be
used-
changing or something.
No, I'm usually either messing with my home or doing scrolls.
Yeah,
Not
well,
that, probably.
I don't know what kind of scrolls you might be reading.
Just the notion of that. She just gives a sigh like, I see.
He's going to... His eyes briefly flick over to where you keep your stack of books, and he can't help but notice the jungle-themed book that you have just recently received back from Vellum, the same one that has been in his tower for a time. I
just
figured I
made-
should...
Mage hands puts into into the bag of holding. You saw nothing.
Yeah, in case you are changing. Anyway, I was curious if you might have a few minutes to go over magic with me.
The notion that he's like stops. Okay.
Yeah, it's very routine, normal things, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. But do you maybe want to go find a nice rock and pick back up our old habits of the old switcheroo?
Takes her a minute. Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. I think I saw some pretty decent ones just near the edge of our encampment. Would you care to go take a slither with me over there?
Take a gander? Yes.
Yeah, aye, there you go. Are you, as he kind of like pats his legs, ready now perhaps, or do you need time to situate?
He just puts everything back up into her bag of holding and puts it on the bed. I'm free right now.
Great, wonderful, great. How shall I say? Well, let's be off. And he kind of awkwardly turns around and begins to waddle out of the cart in the direction where he vaguely pointed he saw a good rock.
And Kiara's following.
Someone around here. Good head-sized chunk, probably. Oh, there it is. And he is past a few capable rocks. Ones that might be easier, and found one that's serviceable, but maybe not as good as some that have been passed, but one that's a little bit further away from the camp. Shall we begin our work?
Yes.
Yes. All right. At your ready. As he prepares his holy symbol to begin the work.
And at this point, he would just be notice. I'm gonna do something real quick. Just would notice this.
Aha. Then you would notice this. He is obviously hiding something or slightly uncomfortable. This is the way you spend enough time with him to know that Angus is trying to talk about something or has a thought, but doesn't know how to approach it tactfully. He's kind of beating around the bush, so to say, and he's trying to distract with something a little bit more approachable.
All right. So as she starts doing her, transfer down, side-eyeing him a little bit. I see you've been acting rather. Anything on your mind?
Sorry, cutting out a little bit. I didn't hear the beginning of that.
Was you not acting like yourself? What's on your mind?
Oh, is he really robot-y for anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
I
think
cannot
he's
understand.
very roboty. You might need to turn down your
1
noise
second.
gate.
I don't think it's a noise gate thing. It's, for me, he's like not simply cutting it out. It's like he is electronically corrupting.
Yeah.
Like he is having packet loss.
Yeah.
Check your cords and connections.
If for some reason it's my ping for my Discord. It's just dropping.
Leave and come back.
I'll try.
Janner, pause.
Yeah. I'll pause. Toot, toot, toot. There you go.
All right. So, final time. Could you repeat?
He's pretty much says, I've noticed you've been acting strange. What's up?
Oh no.
I think it's streaming that's fucking you up. Because you were fine before the stream, and now you're cutting out again.
That's not so good.
I can do the stream. I'm not doing anything important.
Okay. Alright. Does it... I'm not having much
Nope,
battery
now it's
loss
going again.
stream.
What the hell's going
Fuck.
on?
Damn it. You know what? Pause it right here, because I'm gonna probably have to reset my entire computer.
Angus is visibly hiding something. Is showing when he's trying to approach a subject but doesn't know how.
And Yar was saying, oh my fucking god.
I have it in chat.
Alright. You seem off. There's something on your mind.
Ah, perfect. Oh, yeah, you're just fine. Perfect, thank you. Well, as he begins and he's doing his work in the background. Well, you see, there was a time ago that you said something I didn't quite like and didn't want to believe. But now I'm worried you were right all along. Not because I don't believe you, because it's you, but because I don't want to believe you, because it was him. You said
Angus,
something
just-
before about the king.
Yes. He was being controlled.
You're quite sure.
I'll say it this way. On my clan's honor, on my own life, though I died once, I am honest about that fact.
Never doubted your honesty. It's more just the certainty of it. And I appreciate that. And to be
Don't get me
honest, I
wrong.
hate to hear it.
If you came to me and someone I cared for about my countrymen told me the same thing, I would be in disbelief too. However, the more the truth came out, I would be reticent, but still willing to hear them out. I'm glad.
That's where I'm at. Could you tell me again once more what you know?
What I know is that what is normally called illithids or mind flayers have been using certain people to find information, and from my takes a deep breath, from my collaboration and working with the Black Hand, certain events seem to tailor more to turn a blind eye to their machinations, and the only ruler of the land who would be able to stop them seems to be working in heavy hands with them. And given illithids or mind flayers can corrupt people from far, it would be a logical deduction from my point of view they could easily corrupt the king.
I'm not familiar
And-
with these creatures.
If you, from what I've been told, and I've asked around from the party members, this is what I'm remembering from my book, since my memory's slowly getting back together. Liska, Sao, and Vellum would know more about this than I do. At least in facing them.
I don't care so much on that, but more, you know something about the king. Enough to tell us. My heart wasn't ready to hear it or believe it then, but it is now. I won't understand your technical terms and words. I'm not as sharp as you.
You're just as
Well,
wise, though.
I wanna... Well, thank you. I have your book to help for that, as soon as I can get past chapter 3.
So let me just
Still,
break. Just,
you-
just. I'm just gonna
in a common
strip
man's
out.
terms.
Yeah, just strip out everything. I think he's being played as a puppet by the Black Hand.
What makes you think that? And he obviously
I've
says so, not with the aggression from before, but the concern and desire to understand.
I had lost a very friend who is pretty much a vegetable right now. And he has met Balthazar, and for some strange reason, on the subject of finding about the Awakened, from what I remember his researches, and she's trying to find a more common way of saying it. And delving too deep into the abyss, found something that gazed back and controlled him.
So the same thing might be controlling the king?
Yes, it could even happen in dreams.
Is this like that nightmare you were talking about?
Worse than that.
Worse than that, as he looks up to the tower where she's asleep.
Mind rot. It's called mind rot. It will pretty much destabilize your reality. Slow at first, like little whispers, things that you wouldn't possibly think is out of the norm until it slowly and gradually pulls the rug from under you. You're not yourself.
Alright, that does match the king, but his change seemed to be anything from slow or gradual. I've been
It
talking
doesn't-
with the Princess Tora, and it seemed it was almost an overnight shift. Like
And that
he was
means-
just a different person.
And that means its subtlety was out the window and just brazen. If it was just... Sorry, I'm between trying to tell you all my information that I know in brass tacks, as Doris would put it, and trying to reconstruct your things from my shattered memories is a little hard, so it would seem to me that there might be someone as powerful.
Yeah, we didn't
Might have
catch
done
that last bit.
something that-
Yeah, we didn't catch that last bit.
There might be someone as been cut off.
someone as powerful Uh, someone of
Yeah, you're breaking out.
mind flayers. God damn it. I don't know what's going on. Can you
Try leaning forward and speaking more clearly into your mic.
The mic is literally close to my face.
I mean, that is better.
Okay,
There might be something as
basically something as powerful as Nazara, mind flare as powerful as Nazara. Did any of that go through?
Yep.
Yes. Nizara. Wait, was
Yeah.
Nizara
That was
the one you fought?
yes, the one that put he looks up Vama in that state and previously killed me. She was the one that helped that or that Liska befriended.
I didn't catch that. All I got was
Okay.
Liska befriended.
Yeah, I think you're having some package loss or something.
Yeah, it's a mix of package loss and then you're starting and stopping your sentences. I'm not going to say mumbling, but it's like kind of like that cadence. And then it's not picking up the whole sentence as a result. So we're hearing letters instead of words.
How's this? Is it
Little
coming
better.
clear? No drops? Okay then.
Not when you do that.
Pride fights are corrupting clubby that Liska befriended. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't know who that is. Who is Clubby?
Clubby was the dinosaur that Liska befriended while we were on the journey to the grove.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't there, so that really isn't a good frame of
No.
reference for me. But she was a powerful caster then, I take it?
Yes, he was, well, pretty much versed in Nightmare to use it as a weapon. So there could be someone or something very versed in the powers of, well, using the mind, corrupting it. To have that type of shift happen overnight.
It's not good. Something that powerful might be well enough a reason we need that stone. You think it could maybe help someone like the king who's been controlled that badly?
I think he can, and I think there's a few other things that could help. Now, as he leans against the rock, I can let you, and he produces the lightstone, the laystone siphoning dagger. When it becomes time, I can lend this to you. To help with the king.
I'm not sure what it would do, but if you believe it would be helpful.
Something that can control minds that's essentially not from this plane of existence. I would assume this would help a great deal, along with that Mind Stone.
It's a scary thought. It sadly and really is. I don't know what's happening, but he's drastically changed. And laws that are going into the place that don't benefit king or country. It's just a consolidation of power for the Black Hand. At this rate, in a year or two, there won't be a Silver Kingdom. There'll be a Black Empire.
Angus, quick question.
Hey?
Remember when you had that ring in the Morbog?
Hey. As he pulls a chain from his neck, the orichalcum ring now hanging from it. The one transmuted from that cursed ring by divine providence.
Now this is a stretch. Besides someone physically taking control, what happened if someone gifted a king a ring? Or a gift that could do something similar to what happened to you with that ring?
Yeah. And that would be not far off what happened to Nogdor, as this was Nogdor's ring. Before it, it was my great-great-great-grandfather's. And then corrupted by Bron Ferrixon, as he taps the Rune Lord's Grimhammer, the one that strikes the runes of power and woe. It was once something grand, and then twisted. Corrupted by a force that was corrupted by another. Chain event, all stemming from the Awakened, sadly. But I don't know if the Awakened are tied to these creatures. They seem more akin to undeath than they do this unknown realm.
There's a grimace to Jar's face. They might have more of a link than you would like to hear.
Why is that?
Well, remember those bones we found at the very secret tomb of the Dragon Rider's tomb, right?
Which ones?
The ones that had the robes, the daggers? Those dead cultists?
Oh. Reaches in and pulls out the hilt of one of the Awakened daggers. I recall. And
Well,
stashes it away.
he brings out a book about 3 ancient, I want to say political views on those same type of cults with different ideals. One of them being the Awakened, the other being the Timeless, and one's talking about superiority through giving up the flesh. Before the Awakened, there were a meritocracy that, well, compared to all the other civilizations, was so very deeply tied and well versed in magic that it would seem like it would just come forth from the ground. And in that
Appearing out
society,
of nowhere.
in that society, there were some sects of mages that worshipped outer beings, the better way of saying it.
things from beyond the filament.
Yes, things from the abyss. And since there was from what I do remember in my research, a schism along that line so long ago, there still might be a few who still cling to their old faith and calling up
An ancient
things from
cult.
Yeah. So, in regards, they're inexplicably tied.
Are you saying, or suggesting perhaps, that whatever this Ilthid creature might be tied to that cult?
I am afraid so.
So where does the Black Hand in the Silver Kingdom come in on that?
Chaos. He looks at him.
Chaos?
What's the best way to hide your intentions or evil machinations? Chaos. No one's going to look at you, what you're doing in the dark, while they're worried about the roof falling over. Or a neighboring country to slit your throat.
Did hear that there was, from a friend of my tower, that there was a undead invasion in Cliffspire shortly before the king acted different.
So,
And then a trusted military advisor said an army had amassed and begun sailing for Tanzia, but returned.
so you and your ever-growing wisdom, think on this for a second. 3 great powers, 2 of them going at each other's throats. Adding a third, people are scrambling, dying, or causing such a ruckus. You can probably slip things unnoticed, or control someone from behind the scenes. No one's going to bat an eyelash. Most
When
people
the
are just
chaos, they create order. Their order.
indeed. And let's add a little something else into that. What happens in chaos if defenses are not maintained? They weaken. Easy for someone to, I don't know, get rid of certain people they don't want in power, replace them with people that they like in power. You see, the game is shifting, and it's no longer Dwarven driven, Dwarven owned.
It's not. And that's my fear. Everything began to shift not long after the siege of the capital. Things spewed out from the deepest, darkest places of the center of the world. I wish I had gone underneath and knew.
You will have your chance. You will have your chance. But in the next 2 days, I will talk to the entire party. For this involves not only your kingdom, but the one we're in, and the Commonwealth realms. I'll be asking a very great deal from you and everyone out there of the party. I'll say this now, if you wish to back out, there is no shame. I would like you to help me, but leave that up to you. We all have our own burden to bear.
Tell me, what would be this task so dire to give me this warning? What of all things would I run away from?
What would you do if you were faced with a dragon who could probably taint your mind, leave you shattered, broken, leaving you raving like a madman? If you are weak of mind and weak of spirit?
I would not use my mind at all. If my mind is not a part of my action, my decision, if I simply intuitively am, it twisting my thoughts does not matter, because I will have no thoughts to twist as I slay it.
Well then, I'll be the vanguard of that. I'll just say that I'll give it such a fiery entrance. You guys will have nothing more to deal with.
You believe this mind dragon is in some way linked, or just a coincidence?
No, I think it's linked. There's several disappearances from off the shores of the Commonwealth realms had pretty much put the Commonwealth and the Silver Kingdom at odds, and now it's going to drag Pansy into the mix.
Well, if this is acting in a way of that empire, I have no choice but to fight it. Running will do me no good. It wouldn't be the first dragon we've killed, and it wouldn't be the last.
Well, it might be my last. Depending how things go. I want to go.
Lass, what would you do? Die? That hasn't stopped you yet. Lose your mind? You're already out of your right one. You have to be traveling with us. Sounds like there's nothing it can do to you that you can't overcome.
That's not what I mean. My plan I have for this thing, it will lighten up the sky. I'll say that much. And I will leave the rest to all of you if I can't.
So be it.
This trails off.
Thank you for telling me on this. Perhaps more you can tell me about your time in service to that Black Hand, what your affiliations were, what you learned being so close, your strengths, maybe underlying weaknesses. I fear. He sort of looks up and he strains his senses in the way of someone trying to detect a presence or magic. And feeling nothing, I fear there is a time that will come when I will have to invade my own country to save it from itself. And I'm readying 2 doors for that day. any knowledge on how to save my king, at least my country, would be immensely appreciated.
I will give you as much as I can for my quest. Till then, you're gonna be hitting the books quite a bit.
I don't hit books. No, no, no. I hit stakes, lass. I hit stakes. I'll
Well-
leave the books to you. Leave the tenderizing to me and my hammer.
One last thing before we depart. You asked wanted to know about my time there in Black Hand. Tell me,
That, lass. We
Would
can
you
wait
look at me
another
s-
day if need be.
no, I want to say this now. I want your answer after I talk with the party. Would you look at me the same way after being... He looks up to the stars for a bit. Told to slaughter many innocents in the name for vengeance.
I have slaughtered many in the name of vengeance. Innocence is perhaps a matter of perspective.
People who could
No
not
one is
fight.
truly innocent.
I'm not talking about those who could fight. I'm talking about those who could not. I was an attack dog. I killed who I was told to, and did what was needed. At least under his employment. So in any case, out of all of you, I'm not a hero. I'm just someone trying to survive.
I think we all are. There's the idea of a hero, of this legend. And I've been chasing that idea. Trying to impersonate something. Being heroic isn't necessarily something that you are. Perhaps it's something that you come to be. Even in the greatest of battles, heroes are trying to survive rather than trying to be. And as far as being an attack dog, well, what difference is it for Liska as a soldier? Who would have to follow orders and go forth and kill. You know how mighty she is. I'd wager anyone she fought against was so woefully undercompared that they may as well have been helpless. I think of her no different, and I think of no different as you. Do you think me any different for knowing it was full of hate in my heart? I killed goblins that had no chance against me, and I'd do it again. Sometimes we do things because we have to survive. Sometimes we do things because it's who we are. Those things aren't always pretty, but they're a part of us, either who we are or who we were. Yesterday and today will shape tomorrow. If we ignore their guidance, we will only know not where we are going. If we listen, we can prepare for the venture ahead. I judge you for your actions, Your actions and my own have not been so different. And truly, if you've done something vile and despicable, knowing you, it was done out of a worthy reason. Even if the choice was having no choice at all. Now, alas, as he looks down at the end of their spell casting, the rock that you've turned into a metal, he has turned into a pile of shimmering, unusual silver coins. I do believe the work here is done.
Aye. That'd be true.
Well, as he begins to scoop up these unusual silver coins and put them in a specific non-magical satchel, he plucks one out and he holds it to you. A token of friendship. These are often given as a sign of goodwill, a promise, or an oath fulfilled. You've been nothing but honest with me. And if you've been at all deceptive, it was for my sake, for something I was not yet ready to hear. Have one of these. Carry it, and a piece of me with you. With it, for as long as you wish, and as long as your heart remains true, I shall be your friend. That's my oath to you.
Mind
Well,
if I make an oath to you?
Oh? You can't go giving the coin back now, lass. That's not how it works.
No, it's more of either rain or shine, or if you need help, I will be there. That's all I need to say.
And that's all I would ever hope for of a friend. Now, if the sun is set, an evening coffee and a good book calls. At least that's my plan. I don't know what yours is, but you're welcome to join me.
I would like to, I would like to sit up and look at the stars for a bit more.
Aye. Then, until then, lass.
Aye.
Until then, have a fair night. Thanks for sharing with me. My
Aye.
heart is at ease after those visions then.
Her hand just balled into a fist as she clasped her other hand, like holding something. Gives a very deep bow. But not you, thank you.
He'll lower his head in a slight bow, and he'll raise it and bring it back up. Before you judge yourself, let me share the words of an old family member. One that predates even, well, the War of the Undying. She once said, do what it takes, then do more. You don't have to start good, just end better. End a little better tomorrow than you did today. And know that today you ended a little bit yet better than yesterday or the last. Give yourself the grace to grow. And I think you're a lot better now than you were when I first met you. You should be proud of that. Be proud of yourself.
There's no words spoken, just a bright, beaming smile.
There you are. All right, my friend. I best prepare for dinner and wind down for the night. You've got your chores to take care of. I'm sure Vellum's not happy with you slacking off with me over here. So, good work for the day. Look forward to picking this up with the rest of the week. Remind me come Morndas for the wages.
Aye, I'll remind you.
Aye. Well, off I go then, as he hefts the sack jingling with the oath silver coins. 199 plus one more in your own palm. See you at the bell, as he waddles off first.
All right.
That'll be it.
So, as morning comes, you prepare your things to set off for the next leg of the journey. Vellum,
Yeah.
you wanted to do a little something later on in the journey, didn't you?
Yes, but we have 10 minutes left.
I know,
15.
I know, but I'd like to do that first before
Sorry
we
that
stop.
scene took so long. Let's make sure you get a chance to play.
Yeah.
I
can give a few
had a
extra
whole
minutes.
scene with Ida. I'm all Gucci. And besides, does anyone else want to do anything? Because mine happens on like day 3. So if anyone wants to do anything,
Well, I mean,
before
we're
then-
sort of skipping through the travel here, only
Oh, I know,
only
don't
stopping
roll.
for roleplay scenes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if anyone had any roleplay stuff before the 3rd day, then priority occurs. But
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
I
can try.
have anything right here, right now that I can think of.
I can try and squeeze it in, but I don't know how long of a thing it's gonna be. Could be short, could be long.
We can.
If it's alright,
we could-
next week. Because I don't
well-
know how long it's gonna go.
Well, I'd like to finagle this in.
Alrighty, twist my arm, why
Do it.
don't you?
Do it.
Alright, God, fucking. Okay, so day 3. Let's say morning, because morning is nice. Well, technically morning of day 4, you know what I mean.
Give me a
Vellum will have
second.
finished up
This
his
is
prayer.
probably a bit closer to the mountains. I've got a different camp for this one.
Yeah. Theater of the mind. Let's know we didn't get attacked in those days of journey. So, Vellum finishes his prayer. And has come out, I believe, it's like, Angus would still probably be vertical, working on the steam hammer, make sure it's ready for the day, the usual shits. So he'll head off to look for Angus. Would he be working on steam hammer?
3rd day, right? Was this morning or evening? I'm sorry.
Morning of the 4th day.
Morning of the 4th day. If it's morning before we set off, he'd be adjusting the treads on the steam hammer, cleaning out some of the muck. He's just been sort of polishing and bringing it back up to its full glory over the brakes. He's got his little wood pipe in mouth and he's smoking, it seems to be some blazeweed. Having a grand old time. There's a dink as he drives a pylon of a tread into place.
Morning, Angus.
Well, good morning.
Well, I ain't exactly sneaky. I'm no Etheria.
No. He
Lost
looks
in
you
work.
up and down. Too tall for them. So I got lost in the work indeed. Was having a fun little time here. I was getting the great old brass beauty of the place. He pats the brassy kind of horn of the ram head at the front.
Yeah, I noticed you've been looking a lot better since we got back on the road with this.
Well, it needed a little bit of love and care, but I think we've got it most of the way back up to how it was.
Well, all that's next is to make sure it's better than it was. But anyway, a few nights ago we talked about tools, specifically yours.
Oh, yes. My greensbane.
Yeah, I was in between working on more subtle works. Managed to sort of reaches into his bag of holding and pulls out a couple of loose leaf bits of parchment. Managed to scribble up some mock-ups. Nothing concrete, but something you might want to look at. Maybe we can start working on.
Well, let's see them.
He finds like a rock or something non-mud to lay them on. He sort of spreads them out a little bit, and Angus can see that there's like it's his typical. He's seen Vellum's blueprints before. It's the same sort of style, but like in parts of them, there's like some words in a language that Angus wouldn't understand, and then they're just sort of crossed out, and then there's Trade Ton written underneath it. And he sort of goes, he's like more fixated, more focused, a little more on the ball than he's been in prior. He's more than he's been before the fucking jungle. Right, so I'm thinking if we melt down the what do you call it? That blood steel.
The
Green
greensbane.
skin. That metal, yeah. If we melt that down to these dimensions, we can make it more of a cap and bolt it to the bulk of the head. We gotta make it out of this material. And he sort of start going into a very calm but almost energetically calm diatribe, laying everything out, what materials will go where. Nothing set, nothing certain, just all phrased as proposition. And so by the end of it, it should be a lot easier to work with for you. I know a lot of your divine smithing is different, but when you need a good old hammer, it'll be ready to go. So what do you think?
Oh, you took my consideration in. The, method of coating something. So I'm guessing the greensbane would be around an adamantine sinter then.
Give me a second, I'm gonna refresh my memory on what the fuck goes into these tools, because I forgore. And of course I closed the master project. Was it advanced you were making next? I think it was advanced, yeah.
Advanced. He only has mundane.
Right.
So this would be
Well,
the first +1, the advanced.
I did think of adamantine as a bit much for it right now. Maybe improvements later, like that. I've got some in my plans, but until we know the I'm always bad with the names of it. The green skin metal. Until we know that can work well as a capstone here on a solid foundation of a tool. Then we can try with some harder materials without worrying about it going dent itself or snap it. So just the solid
What would you
base
use as a
of,
sinter instead?
well, mainly mythical. More for weight so you can put more force into it, but reinforced with dune steel as stress points.
Mithril is much lighter.
Makes your swings a lot
Especially-
quicker and let you put more oomph behind it.
It's true. It does have superior dampening to it. would mean less impact felt on the hand.
Yeah, reverberation
Worried
kicks
about-
like a bitch.
I'm worried about the lack of heft in the head, though. It would make it more balanced overall in the hand, closer to a sword, but it wouldn't be as chunky. Here, hold this. As he holds out the rune hammer, and he also pulls out his dwarven thrower. They're noticeably much more head heavy. It's very much in the case of like a war weapon, despite also serving as a smith. I'm used to this kind of center of balance. If we throw it off from this, make the head too light, I'm not gonna be able to put the same accuracy and strength in my strikes. In combat, that might not make a huge deal, because so long as I hit, they're gonna hurt. But
When the
if I'm
finer
off by
works
just
of
a
craft,
bit,
Yeah.
hey,
No, I get you. I had the same worries myself, and after our talk the other day, I had got me thinking. And again, into the bag of holding, into the smithing satchel, rather. Yeah, he pulls out another set of blueprints. He sort of like tucks the current ones in a pile into like a corner of the rock, and then puts this new set out. And it's all in fucking gobbledygook to you. But he points specifically to like particular materials that you can see by sight, like he's done little diagrams of them. I went back to some plans I was already making up to upgrade my tools, and I had a similar bit of thinking for the core. Wouldn't have to put so much force into it if it was heavier, but it would be a lot more unwieldy if I did it wrong. So I'm thinking this is more what you'll want, but like I said, if we go slapping something too heavy and your greensbane metal gets damaged, cracked, or warped in the process, then you're going to be doing more harm than good to your works. I think we could test it out with the mithril core and then see about swapping it out later once we know how it reacts to the strain of different materials that use. It's not just one big chunk anymore, is it?
oh, it's a few different materials all put together. We have to make sure they don't delaminate, that they're properly blended. But at the same time, we can't have them blend so much that they lose their own properties.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking of having the greensbane as like a cap, like a
An exterior cap, a shell.
yeah, more at the end of it where the striking will happen, so it all gets put into what you're working on and has that a bit more density to it.
It is essentially solid iron and carbon. It should be much heavier than mithril, putting all the center of weight towards the front. Just hope that it's enough.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We make it, we test it, and then we make it better.
Alright. And at the joining and points of impact, we reinforce with dune steel.
It holds up buildings,
Light,
so I'm sure it can hold up the strain.
Strong. This just might work, Dylan. It just might work.
Well, it's not too far from what I did with mine. Just a little adjustment needed. When were you
Would
wanting
you
to
be
work
terribly
on this?
offended if I took inspiration from this and just little surface embellishments? A dwarven
No, go.
touch.
Go for it. I mean, these are all just, starter mock-ups. All subject
No,
to
no.
change.
What you call a starter mock-up, Mr. Fagier, is a masterpiece of a design all of its own. If you were to make any of these designs, they would be some of the finest crafts that you could find even in a dwarven emporium. The only
Alright,
thing
now
I
you're just
wish to...
flattering me.
No, lad, I mean it. That's why I asked you. You're a better smith than me. I'm
We're
not as
just
good
the different
with metal.
styles.
Hey, perhaps. But my shortcomings, they're present, lad. I can only make up for them with the aid of others and ancestors. It has taken a literal act of divine grace for me to hold the same flame of a candle to you. And as holy of a man as you are, I don't see the gods forging our calcum for you. I see you forging your own heavenly materials yourself. Little Mr. Sun Metal. Don't sell
Well.
yourself short, lad.
Because I'm not used to recognition.
Well,
Like
you
in Asia,
deserve
I'm
it.
not sure what to do with myself.
He's gonna slap you in the small of the back, which is about shoulder level for him. You're a proper smith, lad. Give yourself some credit. If you weren't, would a dwarf be coming to you?
Well, you're not
With all
wrong
of
there.
my pride?
Thank you, Angus. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
I know I'm good, but it's different when you hear it from other people. Even if
Would
I
have
can always be
taken
better.
me a year to make these designs.
No,
Well,
timeline.
I don't know if you have any projects you're working on, if you could benefit from someone to hold a light, or maybe take turns swinging a heavy sledge. Mikey knows how to hold tongs quite steady. If you need any help, make things a little faster, do let me know.
Well, I mean, Angus, it's your set of tools. It'd be wrong if you weren't part of the process.
Well, I meant for your crafts, lad. I was hoping to make these tools with you, but I know you have a lot on your plate, so until those get done, my tools don't get made. And I don't want to push your needs out the way for my own wants. So,
No, Angus. My work list is way too long to be putting yours off. So, whenever you're ready to work on them, I am. I can move things around. I'm mostly just doing jewelry till we get to Taos anyway. I might have a shield to work on if I can, but fuck, that's a whole bunch of other factors.
I'm almost done with Diamondbeard's book of jewelry and bracketing.
Well, you're
Pretty
you're
soon, I
further
might
ahead
be
than
able to-
Jars.
Well, I haven't slept for several months, so
You what?
I'm cheating.
You haven't
Oh,
slept?
yeah.
Why the hell aren't you sleeping?
Well, I've got this, as he pulls out his gorget of stamina. Each dawn, when the first light strikes it, it shimmers with wonder and warmth. If I ever feel my heart or my center start to falter, all that warmth goes to me, and I'm as bodily strong as a bull in breeding season. Whenever I begin to feel myself start to fall asleep or wane, at the darkest hours of the night just before dawn, it rushes energy into me. I've been reading non-stop, crafting non-stop.
Well,
Most nights, if I'm not going into combat, I don't need to prepare my spells and sort my soul and mind. I use this so I don't have to sleep. I've doubled my crafting time, Willem, as he grabs you and shakes a little bit, excited.
is it a
Progress
manic
I've made.
He says,
Well, I know
massive
you do.
bags under his eyes.
Yeah, just like manic shaking. Done so much work, fella. You don't know.
Suddenly, his desire to make a flask of endless coffee kind of starts to make sense.
Yeah, he's already got the jitters. Well, you may not need sleep, Angus, but there's something to be said for pushing yourself too hard, you know?
Oh, I made sure to have at least a couple of days in the temple where I slept.
Well, we're on the road now, so we'll be at the city soon, and make sure you don't wear yourself out before then.
Oh, I should be fine. I should be fine. Well, let me know when you want to start work, lad. I'd be right happy to start whenever you're fine. I don't want to interrupt something. Again, the offer always stands. If you've got projects you're working on, you know, more hands makes lighter work. Literally, when it comes to swinging a sledge.
He puts a hand to his chin. Sort of like, not so much in rumination, but just he gets that way whenever he's working on mercantile things or planning projects. Or he eventually just responds after the silence. Right.
This is cue that the gears are turning.
Yeah, the gears are turning. It takes a bit of work, but they turn. Right, so just finish up some findings. I was gonna put them together into kind of prototype jewelry. For these earring upgrades, maybe. So, do you want to start tomorrow?
He looks around at the morning. What, are you not going to do anything today?
Oh, I'm putting the jewelry together today, and that, once that's done, everything else can kind of just wait.
I see. Well, could I be selfish and ask a favor of you? Almost said flavor. Haven't had breakfast yet. May I trouble you to watch or perhaps help a little as an apprentice would? Everything I've done has been reading and self-practice, but actually working underneath somebody who knows what they're doing, well, it would mean a lot to me to work on my own jewel craft. I'm
yeah, sure. I'm
trying to make a family ring, you see.
No wonder you've been burning the candle at both ends.
Oh,
Well, I don't see a problem with it. I've kind of been running to Jar Ragged the last few days, helping me out, so I'm sure she could use a break to work on her own things. So I'd be happy to be a help, Angus. And hopefully you can learn something from me.
And it's a deal, man. Get me later today when you start work. A little before. I'd like to help see the prep process. Get
I'll
the
be starting up
workstation in order and all that. What's that?
I'll be getting everything together pretty much after breakfast, prep work, you know? And then once later on the night comes, I can work. But before any of that, you and me need to have a good feed. He's giving me like a slap on the shoulder.
Indeed we do. Come, Mikey. Today, I feel Hadrasor ham.
And off they go to breakfast.
And with that, we'll leave it there. Some more plans yet to come to fruition over the next few days. What else awaits you on your journey towards Tektahos? Presumably, also some conversations with either about trading magic items, but we shall see.
We shall see.
I'll stop recording in
Huzzah.
3, 2, 1.